Welcome back to Chaos Corner. It's me. It's me. It's the GOC coming to you live to tape from the lounge here at Chaos headquarters. We've abandoned the bunker. We are not up in the offices. We are here to enjoy the lounge. Everybody and their brother and their mother and their uncle and their sister were all watching AEWDynamite last night, as was I. But then afterwards, everyone did their review of Dynamite. So I'm here early on a Thursday morning to rewatch and have a, live to tape watch along at AEW Dynamite from last night's show. In the ring right now is the Wizard, the Ocho, the Lionheart, Y2J, the Painmaker, Chris Jericho, the JAS, to open up AEW Dynamite last night. Now, overall, I don't want to give too much away because we'll watch it right now. We'll keep it fresh. It was a solid show last night. There was a lot going on. Wait till we get to the MJF Adam Cole Bay segment. So here we go. Thanks for being here. Follow me on all social media platforms, and you know what they are, in real time, at Big Daddy GOC. And the GOC stands for the Guardian of Chaos, and that's on Twitter. On Instagram, it's the Guardian of Chaos. On Facebook, there's two accounts. That's right, there's two. J Brony, that's right, J Brony, and Prodigio Fidelis El Guardian. Follow me on Gitter, Gab, Truth Social, Rumble. I cover it all in the IWC. Right now, coming to the ring, Kommander, Lucha Libre star Kommander to take on Chris Jericho in the opening bout from last night's AEW Dynamite. Fans, I can't thank you enough to be here as my stress reliever in the craziness and the insanity of what's going on in today's world in 2023. One man, unique, unedited, unscripted, raw dog. That's what you get here on Chaos Corner. So we're going to hop off all those other social media platforms. No copyright infringements. We don't want to screw with the algorithm. Meet me back here on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel. A live to tape watch along the day after of AEW Dynamite. All right, fans, we're back here. There's the bell. I don't want to get the volume too crazy. I want you guys to be able to hear me, to make it relatable. Because not only are we here at Chaos Corner, in the lounge, as I said, Bad Street, Atlanta, GA, Bad Street in the whole USA, Bad Street, nasty and hot. The further down the road, the worse it got. Or was it further down the street, the worse it got? The last house on the left, I believe. A tribute to Terry Bam Bam Gordy, Michael P.S. Hayes, and Buddy Jack Roberts, the fabulous Freebirds. All right, fans, Jericho, Kommander. Now, I said this last night. If you followed along on Twitter in real time, say what you want about Jericho. I personally have nothing against Jericho, although we did a couple of events together and even an autograph signing, and a little cantankerous, a little full of himself, but that's neither here nor there. I guess he has the right to be. But I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly here on Chaos Corner. Jericho can wrestle any style, in any company, against anybody. And look at the man. What is he now? 50 years old? Almost 50, somewhere thereabouts, give or take? And he's been all over the world, wrestled in every company, has held major championships, carried AEW in the beginning. Let's not forget that. Okay? He's a little older, a little slower. He's a little entertainment now, I guess, in 2023. But Jericho is a first ballot Hall of Famer who can wrestle any style. So I'm going to say that to say this because I tell it like it is. Y2J, in my opinion, perhaps one of the best grapplers to ever step in the ring. He's not in my top 10 of all time. I'm just telling it like it is. And Jericho, if you look at his body of work, and right now, Kommander, much smaller with that Lucha Libre style. Commander's got to be, about 5'7", about 150 pounds. He's taking it to Jericho's ass right now. And some of the moves and maneuvers that Kommander pulled off last night are a sight to behold as I'm watching right now. And I appreciate it, especially the Lucha Libre style. But with that being said, if you've seen one Vikingo match or Kommander or I won't put Bandito and Phoenix into that or Penta because they're the best perhaps to ever do it, especially in this current day. But with a lot of the Lucha stars in 2023, if you've seen one match, you've seen them all because they basically do the same thing in every bout. There's few that stand out above the rest. And I've named them. Phoenix, Penta, Bandito, and Rush. They're not as much Lucha Libre style than the guys that I mentioned previously. Jericho now making the comeback, as he should. He's a much larger guy with the old, most muscular pose, and he kind of face-mushed Kommander in the beginning. Didn't really take him that seriously, if you ask me. Ref Aubrey Edwards is the ref in the ring. The infamous Ref Aubrey. Nice big knife edge, a back chop by Jericho. I'm still reeling from Forbidden Door. And say what you want about the show. It was a damn good show, once-a-year show when you put company against company and with some of the feuds those guys have had. So I'm still reeling from Forbidden Door, which I thought was a great show. And, of course, and I know we're watching AEW Dynamite. I don't like to mix the two, but I haven't been covering a lot of the WWE. But the one thing that I have been covering, and that has caught my attention, is the Samoan Dynasty and the storyline between Solo Sikoa, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Heyman, when it was with KO and Sammy, and just the whole bloodline story and what's going to happen. Will they bring in other Samoan Dynasty members? Will they bring in the elders? You know my long, extensive history with the Samoan Dynasty. So to see the Civil War, so to speak, is impressive. Kommander, far side. Goes for a big kick on Jericho, and Jericho with a big heel toss over the top rope on Kommander. Lands hard on the floor. Again, how are these guys going to be, these grapplers, these stars, these workers, this talent, years later from now? You look at the guys from my generation who are currently, some in their 40s, the younger guys, but in their 50s and 60s, and guys in their 70s. And thank God I'm not there yet, not even close. But I am coming up on the big 6-0 pretty soon. You'd never know it, though, huh? Not bad, not bad. I got to get a little better. We're on commercial here. Picture-in-picture, which they do about 7 or 8 times a show here on Dynamite and on the other shows. But I'll say that to say this. Getting back to what I was talking about in the high risk, whether it be Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, the Lucha Stars, the different risks, Sammy Guevara, what these guys do today, these workers today, and some of the guys that I see on the indie scenes, on the upper indies, they're in their 20s. Some of them in their late teens, early, middle 20s, perhaps in their late 20s. Where are you guys, even the guys in their early 30s, where are you going to be in 20 years? Where are you going to be in 10 years? Go to these conventions. Go to these fan fests. I have one coming up, the class of 2023 New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, and then followed by Fan Fest 8. I will be at both events. And you'll see the older guys, including myself, who was just a pro wrestling, I don't want to say just, but was a pro wrestling manager, but took the bumps, a la Captain Lou, Jim Cornette, Bobby the Brain. You guys understand that and how I feel. So I can't imagine how these young stars are going to feel in the years to come. Give them a lot of credit, respect. I don't care if you're on the single A independent scene, the triple A independent scene, one of the major organizations or one of the top 2 right now, or the mothership at the WWE. It takes its toll. Where are you going to be? The business is expansive, and I respect anyone at any level that steps into the ring. So just remember that. And all you people who think you're tough guys and you think you can kick somebody's ass, like, get into a ring and show me what you got. Come on down to Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, the training facility, the dojo, if you will, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But we're here for the live to tape watch along. I have the espresso, yes, you know that I do, and the H2O, but we're still on picture here, opening up with JAS, the Wizard, Y2J, Jericho and Kommander. Good, solid bout, and again, respect Jericho for what he can do. And that's why I want to get you guys here. We're going to do this into segments. I'll split up each match, and I'll upload them to the YouTube channel so you guys can kick back. I'll label them so you can see every match. Watch what you want to watch. Just don't watch what you don't want to watch. And if you don't like what I'm doing here, which I know you do, change the fucking channel. We're coming up on almost 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be going live. I wanted to do it the hard way. I wanted to earn it. I have to earn it in my life. That's what I do. You know my background. Go to my community page. We're over 300,000 views right now. Guys, we're expanding, climbing the ladder, not competing against anybody else, competing against ourselves, because there's no paywall, no super chats, no Patreon. What you see is what you get, as I've said before. We're back here, not live, because this was last night, so I'm here just to give everyone a little break, because I was moderating last night for Off the Script with JD and Jesse last night, so I didn't get a chance to give my information, my thoughts and views. I'm only there as a moderator, so I like to do it here. Nice Hurricane Rana standing basically by Kommander on Jericho. And again, the moves that you see here on Kommander, high risk. Jericho's big power bomb, standing, picked up Kommander from a standing position and slammed him. Give Jericho credit. Still in good shape. I've been singing his praises here now for 10 minutes here on the opening of AEW Dynamite. Oh, goes for the lion salt and he misses. And there's Kommander on top. Beautiful spinning maneuver. Here's the cover. Here's the pin. Almost a 3 count by Kommander. Nice roll up, whatever the hell he did there. Beautiful kick out, as Taz just said. Look at the rolling reversals and pins, and into an arm lock by Kommander. Rolls Jericho over, has him pinned. Only a 2 count. Very close here with Kommander and Jericho here towards the end of the match. Tonight you'll see the debut of Nick Wayne as well as he takes on Swerve Strickland, and we're going to talk a little bit about Blood and Guts coming up next week at the TD Center in Boston. Unbelievable what's going on in AEW. Big clothesline by Jericho on a much smaller Kommander. I get it's fast and furious, high speed here. Jericho should have pinned and wrapped up Kommander already, and now these back edge knife chops and slaps by Jericho are heavy-handed on Kommander. Into the corner, Kommander with a big boot to the jib of Jericho. Kommander, a high-rent district, and no, Jericho with the crotch shot. That's my nutcracker. And the double bird to the crowd there in Canada. I thought you were Canadian, Jericho, because they're still in Canada. AEW now for 6 years been in Canada? I jest. You guys get it. Jericho on the top rope now, too. Looks like he's going to go for a superplex on Kommander. Again, this is not Jericho's forte to be on the top rope. I'm just telling it like it is. Kommander fighting back. A couple of headbutts by Kommander on Jericho. Down goes Jericho from the top rope. Kommander placating the crowd. Up to the top rope. What's he going to do? He's going to walk the ropes. He's going to run the ropes. The top rope. That's what he does. Beautiful Moonstar, shooting star press. Here's the cover. Almost a 2 3/4. What a maneuver by Kommander. And I know I sound excited. It's half because of the espresso, and it's early in the morning, and it's the next night after Dynamite. But they pull off the luchadors and this style. Unbelievable maneuvers, especially Kommander, as you well know. Again, not my style of wrestling, but there's a place for it in 2023. Jericho trying to throw Kommander over the top rope, forearm shiver to the jib on the ring apron. Jericho off the top rope and just jumped out of the ring. What the heck was that? He ran to the corner, jumped over the top rope, missed the apron, and just landed outside the ring on his own. And Kommander wasn't even out there. What the fuck was that, Jericho? Now Commander's on the opposite side of the ring post. Picture this. He's on a turnbuckle. We're going right to left. And he's going to walk the ropes. He's going to walk the tightrope. There he goes. Runs all the way across it. Springboards. Oh, it hits Jericho on the outside. Jericho basically missed him. Commander's lucky he's athletic enough to land basically on his feet because Jericho didn't catch him. Rolls him back into the ring. You hear the crowd. Holy shit. But Jericho. Wow, here I am singing your praises. Beautiful corkscrew from the top rope. Springboard. Here's the cover. And Kommander, with all these moves, being 150 pounds, if you can't pin Y2J with these unbelievable lucha moves, there's no way that he's going to beat him. He's come close. Ring psychology, emotional investment, storytelling, making you come back, making fans want to see. And no matter what you say about this style of wrestling, the fans live, they love it. And I guess that's what you're talking about. Here's the cover. Here's the pin. Is that a 3 count? Boy, there's some couple of questionable maneuvers here to open up AEW Dynamite from last night. Guys, thanks for being here the morning after AEW Dynamite. A lot of things going on in the pro wrestling world. Misses with the spinning back fist, Jericho. Super kick by Kommander to the jib of Jericho, and now some big chops. They got their fingers interlocked. Kommander over the ropes, jumps over the ropes, and then that typical indie spot. Oh, beautiful somersault, but Jericho catches it midair, turns it over into the Lion Tamer. Here it is. This could be it. Is Kommander going to tap? There it is. He taps out. Kommander taps to Jericho. Jericho doesn't want to let go. Still holding and grinding back on the Lion Tamer. Good match. It's okay. Not my style, but give these guys credit. Jericho and Kommander. Good way to start AEW Dynamite. Come on back. I'm going to put this on YouTube. And this is AEW Dynamite live to tape. Watch along the day after, the morning after with the GOC. Come on back. Grab a coffee. Grab a bagel. Do something. Come on back.